We are going to be discussing about disk in this session. So as you may know, we have different kind of volume or disk. For example, we have the spanned volume, stripped volume, and mirrored volume. So I'll be going into each of them step by step and tell you what they do, how many disks you need to actually configure spanned, stripped, or mirrored volume. So first of all, we have the spanned volume. So the span volume, you need two or more disks to combine into one larger volume. So the data is written into one disk at a time. Well, with the span volume, you have no speed and also there is no fault tolerance. So if one of the disk dies or something happened to that disk, all information is gone. So you'll not be able to retain your information. Then we have the stripped or striped volume, which is called RAID 0. This also, you need two or more disks. It is actually very fast. There's also no fault tolerance. If one disk fails, all your data is lost. Then we now have the mirrored volume. So let's start with RAID 1. With RAID 1, you will need actually two disks. So the data is actually duplicated on two disks. If one disk fails, the data is still safe because you have your information or your data in the other disk because the information or the data is actually duplicated among two disks. Well, the speed is actually better compared to your stripped volume and span volume. So we also have RAID 2, RAID 3, and other ones, but I'm going to talk about the RAID 5 volume. So with the RAID 5, you need three or more disks. That's when we are talking about data plus parity. So the information, your data is actually spread among three or more disks. Then we have fault. Fault is actually also fault tolerance because the information is spread among the different disks. So if one disk failed, you still have other disks to recover your information. So there's a good balance of speed and safety. Well, you need more, three or more disks to be able to create a RAID 5 volume. So just put in mind for like span, you need two disks stripped, which is called RAID 0. You need two mirrored RAID 1. You need also two disks, while RAID 5, you need three disks or more. Well, just like I said, span and strip does not have fault tolerance, while mirrored RAID 1 and RAID 5 have fault tolerance. So to create a disk, a stripped or mirrored volume, what do you do on a Windows Server Manager? Here, if I go to let me just go to my settings. Under my settings, you can see I have different disks I've created. So you will need to attach multiple disks. I just created different disks, just 1 GB. So I'm using a virtual machine for this test, by the way. So what you can do is just add disk. Here you can click next, and then you can use Cozy or a different one, and then click next to create a new virtual disk. But mind you, I can also use the NVMe, but because this machine is turned on, so I'm using this exclusive. So you can just click next, create a new virtual disk, click next, and here we can actually just say, for example, I want to create a 1 GB, click next, save it on the location, give it a name, and then save it. You can see all the different disks I've created. Let me just click cancel for that. So you want to right click on your start menu and then click disk management. So when you click disk management, you can see it's actually asking me to initialize my disk, all the different disks I just added. So I'm going to just use the GPT, or we can use the master boot record. I'm just going to select OK. And here we go. You can see all my different disks has been created and they are all online. At this moment, they are unallocated. And you can see we have our C drive, which is almost like 100 GB, and then we have 1 GB of different disks I created. Okay, first of all, what we want to do right now is the following. Here you can see we have about, let me see, I have about 8 disks I added. So I want to right click, and then you can see we have a simple volume, we have a span volume. So mind you, if I just, for example, I can actually shrink a volume here. Let me just shrink. Let me try to shrink a volume, and I'm going to just do, oh, let me see if I can create. Let me just use 2 GB and shrink that. And let me show you guys something. Here you can see we can still create a new span volume or new mirrored volume. Let me click next. You can see what happened. If I say new mirrored, I don't have the option to create a mirrored volume because I only have one disk. And this is actually on my basic disk where my C drive is. But here, let's try to create a new span volume. So when I click next, you can see I have the option to actually select multiple disks. We have the disk one. So here I can add two disks to it because I need maximum two disks to be able to create a span volume. So I'm just going to click next, use the letter E. Then here we can actually give this a name. Let me just call this SPA001, just the name. So I'm going to perform a quick format, and we can also enable file and folder compression, but I'm just going to leave it for that. Click next and then finish. I'm going to say yes. So it's actually being created. It's going to take some few seconds, and here we go. You can see our span volume has just been created. So if I go to File Explorer under this PC, here you can see we have our span volume. So it's combining two disks at the same time. Well, if I put any info I put there, if something happened to one of these disks, mind you, this other disk is actually striping the information to both of the disk at the same time. So if something happens to this disk, automatically it's also affecting this other disk. So the same thing happens if I decide to create a striped volume. But let's try to create a mirrored volume. I'm going to say next. Now I want to add, what am I doing? I'm going to add one and add another one to it and add. Okay, here we have just two. We can always create two. And then let me just do this. And let me just do MO002 and perform a quick format as well. Click next and then finish. I'm going to say yes. So here we go. You can see that my mirrored volume has been created. But now let's try to create a RAID 5 volume. I'm going to say RAID 5. I'm going to select all the disk. You can see the other disks are not available because I've already used the other disk. But mind you, with RAID 5, we say we can actually use 3 or more disks to create a RAID 5. I'm just going to say next. I'm going to assign letter G to it, and I'm just going to call this. Let me just call this data 001, and then also perform a quick format, and then click finish. We'll say yes. So if I do that, let's just wait for some seconds for this to be created. Here we go. You can see that my disk has just been created. And here we go. You see, I'm using 4 different disks to create my RAID 5. So let's go to File Explorer and see what happens. So if I go to this page here, you can see I have all my different disks. Now, when you look at it, you would think that, for example, here we just have one disk. But you can see it's a combination of different disks at the same time, 3 disks. So if I create a new folder, let me just put this one, let me call this on my name. Here, what happens is this info is being spread across this 3 disk, this 4 disk. So if one of these disks tend to fails, for example, this disk can go offline, then my information will still be available. So which means I will still have my information available. But if, for example, on my SPA001, if I decided to create a folder here, for example, let's say we just call this data, and something goes wrong with my disk, automatically I'm going to lose all my information. So if something goes wrong with this disk, I'm going to lose every information because the information is actually being just striped to both of these disks at the same time. While with RAID 5, it's actually being stored on a different disk entirely. So these disks, they are all independent of themselves. So if something happens to this disk, these 3 disks will still be available for me to recover my data. So this is how you create your mirror disk, your span volume, mirrored volume, RAID 1, RAID 5, even RAID 2 and RAID 3. This is how you create it using disk management on a Windows Server 2025. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Kelvin Johnson, and please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my YouTube channel to help me grow my channel. Probably this video would have been of a simple help to you. Don't forget to leave a comment to help me also grow my channel, because with you guys, that's how I've been able to create almost different kinds of video. I create all kinds of video, solution videos, IT related videos, and all kind of IT related videos that could be of help to you. Probably not all my video will be of help to you, but maybe there's one or two of my video that can help you fix your problem, or you can actually learn something new from it. Thank you once more all for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Bye.